Let's go talk to Edwina. You are Movis. I'll talk to you later, probably. Tremona.
Speak, traveler.
Excuse me. Oh, we got an Imperial cult altar in the Mages Guild, huh? Vala. Hello, Vidar. My name is Vala Contrasso, and I run a little class for Outlanders new to Morrowind. You may find it easier to get along here if you know a little about Morrowind lore. I'm also a priest, and I'd be happy to talk to you about my trade. How about some lore? Lore. Ha! I'm glad that this imbecilic people has something to share. It's obvious that the low-rate literate people has forced the people to use oral traditions to pass their history on. It's obvious that the low-rate literate people has forced the people to use oral traditions to pass their history on. You're calling them low-rate literate? Jesus. One has to wonder, however, how many of the tales are completely genuine, and which ones have had their originality ripped to shreds by local dialects and interpretations. Well, I don't know. Oral traditions, as far as I know, can be quite consistent. Ah, Edwina. You want to turn around, please?
So what do you want?
Ajira recommended to me that I come here and speak with you. What is so important that you would interrupt my studies? If you must have duties for the Mages Guild, I suppose I could think of something. Well, I mean, if you got some work... Yes, associate, there is something you could do for me. I am looking for a copy of the rare dwarven book, Chronicles of Netroleft. Okay. It is a rare dwarven tome. None of the Mages Guild branches have a copy, and is simply essential to my research. Would you be willing to find a copy for me? Yeah, sure thing. Excellent. Here's 250 septims to cover your expenses. Time is of the essence. Any idea where I can find it? I simply must have this book for my research. Use the gold I gave you to find a copy. Maybe one of the booksellers has one. Okay. Chronicles of Netroleft. Ah, you must be the alchemist. You want to go into the Ashlands? Then you come to the right place. My potions are the best friends anyone could have anywhere, on any budget. Alright, well, sorry, I'll do no business with one who bears the mark of Zenithar. It's obvious you've sworn an oath to Zenithar you have yet to fulfill. Oh. Yes. I have the mark of Zenithar upon me, huh? Let's... no, not that one. No, not that one. Rasha has asked me if I'd be willing to deliver his shipment of clothing to Bevel Tenerin, the clothier in Ald'Ruhn. Bevel Tenerin.
Sir.
Ugh. What is this? This is the Fighters Guild. This is the rat in the pot. So, what time is it? It's 9 p.m. Clothier's probably still open. If I can find her. Arethi's house. Somebody's house. Aldscar Inn. House. Council Club. Okay. Bookseller. Pawnbroker. Manor District. Wow, cool. officer of the Imperial Law. Move along. Okay. Another one. Veteran Council entrance. Probably not in there. Another guard. At least. Got a shop down there.
What now?
Oh, perfect. I wonder if that picture means clothier.
I'm waiting.
Good day, Vidar. I am Bivel Teneran. I flatter myself that I am the finest clothier in these parts. Should I tell you about my trade, or would you be interested in a little work? Well, actually, I brought a shipment for you, Bivel. Well, I'll ask her. Are you? Yes, I'm Bivel Teneran. How do I give them to you? Ah, here we go. Rasha's shirts. Ah, you brought the shirts from Rasha. Wonderful. He does such fine work, and he sells them to me for very reasonable prices. He's a careful sort, but that's just a smart business, if you ask me. Thank you for your help, and here's your payment. 5 exquisite shirts have been removed. Belt of Iron Will has been added to your inventory. Your journal has been updated. Well, what kind of work do you offer, Bivel? I made a brocade shirt and silk pants for Ioannis Sarandis. He gave me half payment on account and said he'd pay me the rest later, but it's been weeks, and I have my own bills to pay. Find Ioannis Sarandis, get the overdue payment of 360 drakes he owes me, or get the shirt and pants and bring them back to me, and I'll give you 50 drakes for your services. Well, I guess it's work. I guess you picked me out for a goon, huh? Check out this belt she gave me. Belt of Iron Will. 45 willpower, 10 points for 30 seconds. Right now, I'm wearing some kind of belt right now, right? Maybe? I guess I'll wear it. There seems to be a problem with your something over here. Wow. The walls are very finely textured. Okay. I think there was another. Yeah, there it is. Enchanter. Man, certainly are spacious quarters.
I could kill that war. Those boots are ruined.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
What do you want?
Well, I might be interested in doing some business, man. Lethervar, Enchanter. I'm pleased to offer a fine selection of enchanted items. Should I tell you about my trade, or would you perhaps be interested in doing a little work for me? Oh, you're offering work too, huh? Well, let's barter. See what you got. Chitin throwing stars, icicle, last wish, poisoned 1 to 25. Well, do you have a left pauldron? I'm still wearing this thing. Does not look like you do. You got a bunch of scrolls though. Thunderfell, shock damage 1 to 25 points on touch. Oblivion, Sarione's sermons. I don't think I have. Well, I can sell you the boots of blinding speed. Belt of Northern Nuck. Oh. I did have another belt. Fortify willpower 10 points. Damage fatigue 30 to 120 point, or 3 to 120 points on touch. Well, I'll sell you the Belt of Iron Will. And not the katana. You like ald'run? No. Alright, well, $2. Take it. Well, what about the work? I sold a pair of splendid designer shoes bearing the light enchantment. The radiant glow is practical as well as ornamental, quite useful for late evening gatherings. The purchaser, one Aeneas Sarandis, oh, I've heard of this guy, paid me 120 drakes on account when he received the shoes, but he has failed to pay the balance of 120 septims in a timely fashion. If you would find this Aeneas Sarandis and return the shoes or the overdue payment of 120 gold he owes me, I'll pay you 50 gold for your time and effort. Okay. How about a little lore? Divoth Fear, perhaps the most emblematic figure of arcane brilliance as our generation will ever know, might be the only man in all of Morrowind that owns a complete set of Daedric armor. It's not terribly surprising, though. Power seeks out power. Divoth Fear has a complete set of Daedric armor, huh? The most emblematic figure of arcane brilliance as our generation will ever know. Interesting. Well, what about the temple? You find it up the steps. Outscar. Okay. Oh. You also have a thing going on over here.
Yes, sir.
I wonder what's causing that. Okay. Is that the exit? Should probably go. It's probably getting quite late. It's 11 p.m. Yes, we should definitely go to sleep. See if we get something to eat. And we'll head to the rat in the pot. Get something to eat, then head over to the Mage's Guild and grab a kip. That looks like the temple. Not so much easier to walk with the wind than against it. Rat in the pot. I see.
Khajiit has no time for you.
Well, I don't have any time for you either, so get away from me.
What do you want?
Hello, Juju. I probably don't want to talk to you. How about you?
Care to tell me what this is about?
Yeah. We rent beds. I have some goods for barter. What do you want? Let's barter. I'm hungry and thirsty. Apparently you only sell hooch, though. Well, I brought hooch, but just to be, you know, gentlemanly, I'll buy some. Have some Kagudi meat. Do you want Allet hide? You will take Allet hide. Why don't you take 3 ampule pods, too? Okay. And, yeah, we'll take that. Hang out here. Have some matzi. Delicious. So, the Kagudi meat. And choke down some of these bitter green petals. And the calm berry. Oh. So, draining willpower and intelligence. Smatsy's making me stronger. And that's it. Well, can you tell me anything interesting about Ald'Ruhn? The city itself is awful, but it's got nice people all over the place, so I don't complain. As they say, it's not the place that matter, but the individuals populating it. Or was it the opposite? I don't know. How about your background? Oh, there's nothing special. My name's Lyriel. Family name is Stoin, though it was originally Stone, as my ancestors followed the trade of masonry. However, it is pronounced almost the same way, so nobody even noticed when it was changed. My little tavern here belonged to my dear father before he died, and now it belongs to me and my elder brother, though I haven't seen him for 10 years or so. Went to some pilgrimage or something and still didn't return. He joined the Dunmer Temple, you see. Ah. What is more, he even claimed to believe strongly in their gods, or whoever they are. The fool. That pilgrimage will be a lesson for him. That's what happens with the traitors of the race. Oh. Not keen on the fact that your brother joined the Dunmer Temple, eh? Well, what do you get for food? We've got local fare. It's filling and priced to move. We've got the local brews, Grief, Shine, Matzi, and Sujama. They're cheap and full of kick. I've got the good stuff, too, behind the counter. Cyrodiilic brandy and Flynn. But it ain't cheap. We don't carry skooma, and we don't like it used here. And we don't like Telvanni bugmoss either. It clouds the mind and makes fools more foolish. A lot of rules. What's the latest rumor? It's not just the blight storms that are bad this year. They got all sorts of blighted beasts coming down from the mountains. It's pretty bad on the trails and in the outback villages. Blight, huh? Didn't I already ask you for lore? Morrowind lore is assemblage of legends, myths, fairy tales, stories, laws, historical events, and all that stuff. Almost every Morrowind resident knows something of it, but rarely do you find anything about it. Rarely do you find anything about it in books. Really? Alright, well, thank you, Lyriel. Excuse me, Thadar. Rogue. Me.
Has no time for you.
Yeah, well, you know what? I don't like the way you look.
Speak, traveler.
I'm sure it's around here somewhere.
What's going on down here? Tongue Toad? Is that really your name? Tongue Toad? Huh. God. Do you sell stuff, or what's your deal? 426 multiplied by 91. What's the result? Quick. A lot. What a huge discovery, frowns at you. Though it's 38,766, actually. Okay. You sell spells? You do. All of which are very expensive and I'm sure much too powerful for me to cast. Alright, well, how about, can you tell me about Ald'Ruhn? That's where we are. The great house and power here is Redoran. The main landmark is the Scar, a huge crab shell where the nobles live. The population is always changing, but it's hard to find more than 130 people at a time. Really? Okay. How about a little secret? As you know, my art holds many secrets. Every mage knows some of them, and it's almost impossible to find two mages who know the same secrets. Even a green novice may know secrets that 1,000 years Telvanni wizard... 1,000-year-old Telvanni wizard doesn't? I think that's what she means. What do you know about the Thieves Guild? It may seem to be a criminal organization, but I believe that we don't really cause any harm to anyone who doesn't deserve it. Some don't hurt or steal from poor people because of honor, but most don't do so because there's nothing useful there. I agree the latter isn't really a good excuse, but it still works. Oh, okay. So this is the...
How tiresome.
Oh, yes. So, this is the Thieves Guild hideout. Yeah. Well, let's go grab a nap. Let's see. Getting sand in your eyes, or ash, I guess, Louis. Pretty sure I can sleep in here. Yeah, it's 12 a.m. Let's rest till 8. Rise and shine. Actually, before we go out, let's go ahead and work on our armor. This probably needs a little fixing up. Oh, I'm out of repair hammers. Alright then. And actually, let's see. Bound longbow, 20% chance. Barrier 0. Frostbite. Okay, so water breathing is 21 and water walking is 16%. And that's... how close are we to leveling up? Pretty close. My marksman skill is really decayed. Alright, so my armor all needs to get fixed up. So let's head over to the Fighters Guild and get my gear fixed.
Sir.
Hey Louis. Yeah. As soon as I figure out where Solstheim is, man. Well. Baradas. Okay. Actually, since this is the front door. Aha. Equipment chest. Perfect. Actually, well, I guess I'll take all of them. An accident. And let's take off the helm, since the ash storm appears to be over.
What's this about, Nord?
I don't know. Let's chit-chat for a minute, Baradas. Greetings, Journeyman Vidar. Greetings, Baradas. What's your background? I am Baradas, a former scout and now apprentice of the Fighters Guild. Alright, very good. Well, can you tell me about the Bosmer people? Yeah, that's me. I'm a lowly wood elf. I don't know why I couldn't be a high elf. Oh. I see. How about some lore, man? Morrowind? Where's that? Oh, that's right. It's this huge province we live in. I'm not gonna tell you anything for asking such a stupid question like that. Oh, really? Aren't you the fucking charmer? My, you are a persistent one. Okay, I'll tell you. A scout knows the environment and its hazards better than any other. We know plants, paths, and weather. People use us for guides, and we serve as advanced guards in the army. We go places most people wouldn't. We obviously never work for free. Of course, we're also very stealthy and can use swords and bows. We use medium weight armor the most. There, happy now? Not really, actually. You kind of got on my nerves there a little bit. I guess everyone in this frickin' province is a dick. Oh, what is this? Something on the table that is glitching out. Or maybe it's the table itself. Must be the table. Some missing texture.
What's this all about?
I don't know. Let's chit chat. You the smith? Yes, you are. Got a bunch of bone mold armor, a bunch of other stuff. I don't have anything to sell you right now. But you know what? I could almost spring for a left pauldron just to get rid of this netch leather one. That is much nicer. Alright, I'll think about it. Actually need new boots too. ABCs for barbarians. A is for Atronak. B is for Bungler's Bane. C is for Comberry. Okay. I guess it stops at C. this go? Treylan. What's your background? I was once in the Thieves Guild in my youth. Then there was an incident, and I was expelled. I tried my hand at the Fire's Good, found it to my liking, and kept with it all these years. How about Ald'Ruhn? Decent town, nice city, certainly seen better. How about some lore? I don't know what other houses do for you, but I know that Hlaalu usually gives out an ebony blade or two with every stronghold for its house fathers. Hlaalu can do that. Okay. Whatever. Ah. This is where I would sleep if I was sleeping over here. Alright, let's talk to this guy. You here for orders or advancement, journeyman? Or was there something else you wanted? Well, I can ask you about the code book. These orders you've been given seem okay with me. Just try not to kill Sotil to get that book. I've heard she's a pushover. I'm sure you can convince her to hand it over. I see. Well, how about orders? I don't have much work for anyone under the rank of swordsman. These Redoran are honorable enough, and they keep things pretty quiet around here. If you ever need any advice or have any questions about the orders you get, come talk to me. I used to be the guild master. Oh. There are a few things I might tell a promising journeyman. Seek Idis, Fire Eye, and Balmora to get your feet wet, or Hrundi and Sadithmora if you're up for some challenges. You may also speak with Lorn Bumal, Gro, Aglok, and Vivek for your orders. So you were guild master. I used to be the guild master. That position now belongs to Shijoring Hardheart. He's taken the Fighters Guild in some questionable directions. He's got too many followers in the high ranks, and I can't do much from here to keep the Fighters Guild honest. You can trust me, and you can trust Hrundi and Sadithmora. He's not in Shijoring's pocket yet. Well, how about some advice? Having been guild master, I have a good feel for which way the wind is blowing. If you receive any orders that seem out of the ordinary to you, let me know. I'm more than willing to help out. I see. But you don't have any orders for me yourself, because I'm not a sword master. Or whatever the hell rank that was. Oh, that's going to drive me crazy. It's over here. Oh, just a bed. Well, I suppose I could go look for that Ionis guy.